Hey everyone, this is Jazz DePuri, real estate broker in the province of Ontario and Quebec. Right now, I'm at a property for one of my clients. What we're doing, it's a finished basement for them. So I welcome you inside. Let's have a look at this. All right, so basically what we have here, right behind me is actually the utility room. So we have the hot water tank, we got the furnace, and we got the circuit breaker panel in the back. What we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna close this off either with accordion doors or bifolding doors, depending on what's feasible for the size. From there on, this whole section will be closed off. Right here, as you see, we got this sink, okay? This is the builder's sink. They put the hot and cold supply, as you see. The main stacks are running around. So this idea that we have is going to be to put this into a nice kitchenette, probably a side-by-side cabinets, or we might just leave the plumbing connections as is in the finished basement, and the client could then figure out in the future, should they want to actually go ahead and add cabinets, they can. They actually have it all done with from beforehand, so it's actually gonna help them out in the future. As you see on this section right here, we already have some green tape. So our idea is to actually get this into a beautiful washroom. It's gonna be a 3-piece. We're gonna have a shower, vanity, and a toilet. In regards for the customization of the design, we're gonna have to play around with it and see what's gonna make sense, because we have a vent going up right there. So if possible, the shower is gonna be there, toilet, vanity, or toilet on this side, vanity, shower, or 1 or 3. So we have 3 different options here. We're gonna figure that out. Door is gonna be on this side, opening on the outside. Coming right here, as you see, we've already started some work. We removed the insulation that was there from the builder. We started to put the black paper. On top of that, it's gonna be the straight building code requirements as usual. What we're gonna be ending up doing all around, it's that pot lights 100% across the ceiling. We have a window behind there. Definitely, we're gonna have to just cut that little opening up for the black paper. We're gonna end up putting laminate flooring or vinyl flooring, depending, or engineered hardwood flooring, depending on what the client wants. Also, we're gonna have a discussion with that. But the main thing about this basement, as you see, because it's exposed to the skeleton, is we're actually going to be able to convert this. Either it's gonna be an extra studio bedroom for the client or an in-law suite. But having the extra washroom in the basement and having this as an open concept, it could be even a playroom, adds a lot of value to the property for future resale. So why don't you wait a few? I'll be back and I'll show you the after. All right, so we're back. Literally, that was what, like a few seconds for you guys? So welcome. So I'm gonna show you what we done in this basement. First things first, we came down these beautiful steps. We got beautiful carpet, a very nice cushiony feel on it, as well as a beautiful paint color with a pot light upstairs. So this whole section's been taken care of. And just right here, this little guy here, and the one on top, we got the window walls. What that means is that we just basically open it up so you have access when you're coming up and down the stairs to view the basement. So check. Right here, originally, what we had planned was to put a washroom here. Ideally, that would have worked, but when we spoke to the client, they're like, you know what? We're gonna utilize the space a bit more. So we ended up taking the washroom idea and putting it on the main floor. So there's still an added value to the property by putting a washroom on the main floor. In this section right here, we have a beautiful paint color that's been done. It's indigenous gray all around. And the flooring, which I'll get to, is a very nice light color ash gray. Just on top of me, this guy, we got a projector installed for the client. As you see on the wall, this is going to be a DIY project for the client. What that means, it's a do-it-yourself. The client asks us, they're like, hey, listen, you know what? We want to do something and we want to add something custom to the basement. So we're like, okay, what would it be? They're like, install the projector, run the cables. As you see, there's a cable running from here all the way on top to this side. This is going to be a custom frame that they're going to build. They're also going to put a sound bar on the bottom of it. And they're going to put a little shelving so they could have a floating shelf, so they could have their PS4 and any additional accessories that they would like to, and they're gonna place it right on top. It's gonna look phenomenal. Another thing that we did in this basement, it's amazing, are these beautiful LED pot lights. So there's 16 LED pot lights running throughout the basement. And a really cool feature about them is that they're temperature controlled. What that means is that it goes from 2700K all the way to 5000K. 2700K would be the very warm orange color, and then going higher you go, it'll be lighter. So it goes from orange, it'll go from orange to a bit white, from white it'll go to blue, and then from blue it'll go to purple, but that's if you're hitting like 8000K. These are 5000K, beautiful. It gives this basement a lot of light, and as you see in general, with the nice floor color that we chose, these are AC floor, laminate flooring, ash gray color, with the beautiful warm paint color that we chose, the tones around. It gives this basement a very warm and welcoming feel, but it also makes it look larger than what it actually would be if you put a darker floor here. It doesn't add up to it, right? You need contrast, but you need a lighter contrast for a smaller space. And as I mentioned before, these are the beautiful window walls that we did. So it gives you the whole aspect of, okay, you know what? You could see someone going up and down the stairs. You're not really closed off entirely. Just behind me, just beside me, right here, what we did, we added this as storage space underneath the stairs. This, call it the Hobbit's room if you like. In there, you have all accessories you can put inside. My client chose to put some gym equipment in there. As you see behind me, they got their dip station, which actually has a pull-up bar, which they can install later on. And that's one thing actually. My clients couldn't wait to use this basement right away. So before we even came down here for the video and finished it off, they got their furniture in here. So as you saw, there was a sectional, they got their dip station here. And in this corner, there's actually the plumbing. So there's a stack right here. Original idea actually was that we would take care of this and we would put a bar for them, a wet bar. Wet bar means just a sink, right? But they said, you know what, we want to utilize the space for the time being as is. So they brought their sectional in. We told them, bring this downstairs, no problem. It's a little cabinet space that they have. They're going to end up making this into a custom wet bar as well. The way they would like to in the future, no problem. This is why we also kept the outlet on the wall. Usually it would be obviously on the ground with code, but we left it on the wall so this way they can have their beautiful countertop, as well as if they would like to have an additional storage spot with cabinets on top, and then they could go from there. Lastly, behind me, this is the utility room. And as you see, it's open. So the door is actually on the way. We actually got this basement done within 21 days, literally 21 days. So 3 weeks, pretty cool. So the door is being brought in. It's going to be custom door. It's going to be probably like an accent for the client, and then they're going to, utilize this however they want. This is, of course, a utility room, hot water tank, storage space. You got your furnace and electrical panel, right? And overall, in 21 days, we did such a beautiful job. This basement was about 300 to 400 square feet. So as you see, everything is encompassed very well. Everything came together beautifully. So I really, really hope you enjoy this video. Definitely comment, like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification button so I can see more of you and you can see more of me in the next video. Toodles.